Heyo everyone, welcome to another walkthrough episode for the game Fire Emblem Fates. Before I get to chapter 10, I'm going to go over through a long list of affinities with the characters. Yeah, I'll start off with Corrin, and he has quite a long list. It might take up the entire episode just to socialize with everyone. You could do it, Felicia. Just put the pot back in the cabinet. Gently, gently. I'm not the same old Felicia I've always been. I'm Super Felicia. I'm transforming into an elegant maid, like a caterpillar into a butterfly. No, I'm gonna slip. Oh, why does nothing hurt? I could have sworn I slipped. Felicia, try to be more careful when you're on the ladder. Lord Corran, you caught me. I'm just glad I arrived in time. Now, Felicia, you need to pay more attention to what you're doing. No wonder you get distracted all the time, talking to yourself like that. Ack, you heard that. Having you catch me was bad enough, but hearing me talk to myself, I'm never going to live this down. Don't worry about it too much. Let's get you back on the ground. Are you alright? Yes, I'm fine. So, you know, I might consider keeping this little incident to myself if you were to tell me something. Oh, and what's that? Remember how I was scolding you for always putting others before yourself? And you said that you did look out for yourself. What did you mean by that? Oh, that? Do I have to tell you? Yes, I've been wondering about it ever since. Okay, then I just meant that I look after myself by looking after others. Huh, what do you mean? You were worried I'd neglect myself by trying too hard to help out, but the thing is, I'd only be neglecting myself if I didn't help everyone. If I stopped, I'd just feel terrible and useless. I wouldn't be happy. I know I'm a big klutz and I take pride in working as hard as I can to serve others. But don't you find that exhausting? Very much so. But it's a meaningful kind of exhaustion. And that makes it all worth it. Felicia, you're a very inspiring person. You know that. Oh, stop. You're making me blush. But I don't want you to push yourself too hard. Remember, you can't help others very effectively if you're exhausted all the time. I know that. I promise not to overwork myself. Good. Now if you could promise to keep away from the dishes too. Corrin! Why did you have to go and spoil a perfectly beautiful moment like that? Sorry, Felicia. I couldn't help myself. But I do hope you'll always be there to help us. On and off the battlefield. Of course, my lord. Rinka. Lord Corran, you really don't know how to take a hint, do you? I'm starting to lose count of all times I told you to stay away. Sorry. Well, what is it this time? Is there no way I could convince you to be a little more friendly with the others? Why? When we spoke of your capture at Nora's hands, you seemed angry. Do you hate having been caught so much? Of course I do. Being captured is far more shameful of fate than death to a warrior. I wish I had perished that day. I would have retained my dignity at least. But if you died, we never have met and worked together. What? We're at war. Nothing is certain. One day we celebrate, the next we may be mourning. But I have to believe there's some kind of order to things. And so I think we were fated to meet as we did. And that we should be grateful for it. I am grateful we met. But I still feel regret and anger at my capture. It is difficult to be grateful for a misfortune. Is it not? But in the end, it wasn't a misfortune, right? It all worked out. We should thank fate for that. For all the ways it seemed to connect us, all of us. And I think fate has given you a unique and incredible opportunity. How so? It's rare the Flame Tribe interacts with outsiders, right? Perhaps you should take advantage of this chance to learn about the world. About other people, other cultures, lands, arts, history, technologies. Your people may not have an opportunity like this again for a long, long time. And I think it would be a terrible shame were you to let it slip past you. But I admit I feel this way because I spent my entire life trapped in isolation. So the choice is yours. I won't press you further. I see. Very well. I will have to think on it. But your argument has a certain weight. I'll do my best to try to warm up to the others. Alright. Thank you, Rinka. No, thank you. Corrin, do you have a minute? Of course. What do you need? I didn't tell you this the other day because I didn't want to hurt your feelings. But I think I know the reason I'm so anxious all the time. You do? Please go on. Well, I was really little when you were kidnapped and taken to Nor. One day I overheard some maids talking and they said that Nor wasn't after you. They had originally planned to kidnap me. What? I know. Later I realized it was probably just a rumor, but I still felt terrible. It was all my fault that my brother got kidnapped. But that's not true, you poor thing. None of this was your fault. You're really kind to say that, Corrin. I still worry that you'll leave us again. Don't worry, Sakura. I'm not going anywhere. I'll always protect you. Thank you, Corrin. It's easier to be brave now that we're together again. Corrin, you're always outside, aren't you? Haha, I came here to unwind, but it's so windy. Yes, I think a storm is coming. I haven't seen such dark clouds since I left Nor. You must be thinking about how much you miss it. I see that wishful look on your face. It's hard to believe we lived in the same country. Our experiences were so different. I've listened to your stories, but it's hard to picture anything good happening there. I think many Hoshidans feel that way. That's why we must bridge the gap. We must work together to end this war. I agree with you completely. We can't call one good place and another bad. You and I are linked by fate. It's no coincidence that we're both here. If you and I work as a team, surely we could bring out peace. You know I'd do anything to make that happen. We're in this together, Azura. Ya ha! Hiya! Hello, Miss Hana. In the middle of some intense training? Lord Corrin, if you're here to ask about Lady Sakura, then you could stop right now. It's an issue between you and Lady Sakura. Don't try to get any information from me. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here because I wanted to talk to you. Hurrah! Whoa, whoa! That's dangerous. Even with a wooden sword, you could do some serious damage. Well dodged. Alright, you can ask me one question. What are you? Are you seriously only letting me ask because I dodged the attack? Dodged that attack. Hurry up if you have a question, otherwise I need to get back to my training. Okay. If I'm correct, you come from a family of samurai that served the Hoshido Kingdom. That's right, so what? So what? You'd say that a large part of why you work hard to train your mind and spirit is to pay respect to your family's samurai history, right? Of course. I think that's terrific. What do you mean? I grew up locked away in a remote castle. I didn't know why I was there and I had no ambition because I was isolated from life. So I'm fascinated by someone like you who always knew where they were headed. I have someone who inspired me. My father. He was a model samurai. What kind of person was he? He devoted everything to King Sumuragi, who ruled Hoshido at the time. More than once he saved the king's life, either by slaying those who threatened the king or by protecting him from danger. He gave the king everything he could whenever he could. The stories of my father's accomplishments fill me with pride. He passed it from this world while he was protecting the king. But even in death, he fulfilled his purpose. His devotion to the king symbolized his life. For a samurai, to die in service is really the best possible death. I see. I live my life the way I do because I want to honor everything my father stood for. I understand, your mindset is much better. Sorry if this sounds rude, but I don't think dying itself is something to be respected. Even if you protect your master, I don't think it's wise to throw your life away. What? Are you saying my father was foolish to do what he did? No, I wasn't trying to say that at all. Your father was very admirable. He protected King Sumuragi to the very end, but I wouldn't want to follow in his exact footsteps. Well, it's easy to criticize someone's actions after they've made them. I'll never forgive you for ridiculing my father's honorable sacrifice. Wait, Hana. Corran, I need to talk to you about our upcoming trip. Hello, Silas. Did you draw up the list Well, about that, I started writing down all the places I could remember you wanting to visit. Goodness, that's a long list. Yeah, the memories just keep flooding back. I got a little out of hand. I was desperate to get into that world, wasn't I? I can't believe you remembered all these so many years. Well, I've always had a keen memory. So, where on the list do you want to go? Pick anyone you like. These aren't really places as such, are they? A town plaza, a street food stall, a festival. Did I really want to go see bugs? That's how I remember it. Then I'll defer to your memory. It's hard to decide that one, though. Take your time, and you don't need to limit yourself to one, you know. We could take multiple trips. It really is good of you to do all this for me. It's all the more mysterious why I would have forgotten about you. For goodness sake, are you still brooding over that? Why don't we see if anyone in your retinue knows? If they've been with you for a long time, one of them must know, right? Yes. Though I'm anxious, they might have had some reason for not mentioning you. Don't worry, Corrin, I'll come with you. Whatever they say, I'll stand by your side. Thanks, Silas. Come on, let's get this cleared up before we do any more trip planning. Hey, wait for me! Ugh, I can feel his eyes on me again. Sizo, are you always this vigilant when it comes to me? Don't you get tired? I know I get exhausted being under a constant watch. No response, nothing. Ugh. But enough belly aching. I need to get these things inside. I just wish they weren't so heavy. 1, 2, alright. Warn me next time, Sizo. I'll make a habit of advertising my presence. You should learn to sense it. Something seems wrong, though. You've been looking pale and fatigued lately. Not that we really need you, but I worry that you'll drag the others down if you try to fight in that condition. Oh, sorry. I just tired out from looking over my shoulder all the time. What? You still don't trust me, do you? You've given me no reason to. I'm sure you'd love for me to stop watching you, but I know better. I have one eye, and it's staying fixed directly on you. Though I'm forced to admit this is a problem I can't overlook. What problem? What are you talking about? Whoa. Quiet. Where do you need these? Those are my things. I could carry them perfectly well myself. That's not what I saw. However, you are, tenuously an ally. I'm not so cruel as to let you lug these around by yourself. It is dishonorable to turn a blind eye to one in need of help. Are you impugning my honor? Not at all. Thank you, Sizo. I don't think this means you're off the hook. More importantly, hurry and tell me where this trunk goes. Or that shed over there. Understood, this will only take a moment. Was he in such a hurry to leave because he was embarrassed? Sizo embarrassed. There's a mental picture for you. Hello there, Lord Corrin. Oh, Orochi. Thank you for sharing those funny stories about my mother last time. I fear I made her out to be a buffoon far from the truth. You did no such thing. You revealed a side I would never have known. But she had many faucets. That woman was a gem. I'd like to tell you about the side of her that was kindness itself. I'm all ears. She was kind enough to treat me with the greatest respect. My family has long served as diviners at the royal palace, but we've been treated very poorly. I can't believe that. Really? We diviners tell as many bad fortunes as good, which can make us unpopular. How unjust to speak the truth and be blamed for it. Indeed, but my fate has changed when I met Lady Mikoto. She treated me like her own daughter, no matter what fortunes I told her. A rare soul, I guess. The rarest. Why, once I saw enemies outside the palace, I rushed at them, tried to drive them off by myself, and got hurt badly. She wept at my bedside that night, many nights after that. Once I got better, Lady Mikoto said I must never run off like that again. To make sure that I didn't, she made me one of her personal attendants. She sounds like perfection. Lady Mikoto was so kind. Being in her presence was like basking in the sun. A beautiful memory. Thank you for sharing it. Of course, now if you excuse me, Lord Corrin. Those are all memories that Orochi has in her right now. Hello there, Honoka. Attending your Pegasus again? Indeed. He's always been my partner on the battlefield, after all. It's important to show him my appreciation whenever I can. You're still quite young when you decide to become a Sky Knight, right? It's obviously a dangerous job. Did anyone try to talk you out of it? Oh, definitely. Many people did. Your mother more than most. What? Even my mother? She was worried for your safety even though you weren't related? Indeed. It even surprised me how strong opposed to the idea she was. She tried all manner of things to convince me to change my mind. Begging, bribing. How did you respond? Well, I was still a very young girl. Ryoma and the others accepted her as father's wife and our new mother, but I didn't do that very easily. As a result, I was cruel to her, more cruel than she could ever deserve. Oh no, what happened? What did you do? I told her that she wasn't my mother and had no place ordering me around. Of course, I apologized later, but it's impossible to take back what was said. I still remember how her face changed right as the words left my mouth. I'll probably regret having said that for the rest of my life. That was years ago, though. I'm sure she forgave you long ago. You were young and didn't know any better. I think you could forgive yourself. No, it's better than that I continue to carry this burden with me as a reminder, I think. Honoka. Hello, Azama. Pardon me for interrupting, but I have a small favor to ask. Ah, Lord Corran, how may I be of assistance? I was just wondering if I could meditate with you for a little while. I've tried a few times on my own, and for some reason it isn't the same. Certainly, as long as you remain quiet, you could sit here for hours. Great, I just wanted to feel that strange connection with the forest again. The peaceful chirping, the bubbling water. Sorry, I'll be quiet now. Shut up! I said I was about to stop talking. There's no need to be rude about it. I mean it! Silence yourself, now! Gods, what's that noise? Please wait here, this will only take a moment or two. Azama, where are you going? What is that monstrous sound? And there we go. What is that? Oh, it's a bear, of course. Is it dead? Sadly, yes. It's a matter of course that one encounters bears in the forest. Unfortunately, from time to time, it becomes necessary to kill them. You know, the whole eat or be eaten thing isn't life funny? I can't believe you just killed a bear. Was it about to attack us? Naturally. That's what bears do. Well, thank you for protecting me. Oh, please, it was nothing. I'm just happy that we've been blessed with this wonderful food source. Now, if you don't mind, it's best to flay the beast immediately. That we could get the meat back to the camp and into the kitchen while it's fresh. Actually, I kind of do mind. You're going to flay it here, right now? I ventured out here for some peace and quiet, and now I'm watching a bear being eviscerated. Ha 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 ha, I know. Isn't life wonderful? Here, give me a hand with these intestines. They're remarkably heavy. Gods! Oh my god. Azama, he's a real asshole. Phew, it's a hike to go out this far, but I'm almost to do the traps I set last night. If I caught something big, there should be plenty for a feast for the whole camp. Oh, hello. Gah! What's hanging in my trap? It can't be. Setsuna. Yep, it's me. Hello, Lord Corrin. Hello. Bah, this is no time for pleasantries. How did you get trapped again? I thought it was pretty clear the last time we talked. But I told you to be more careful. Whatever, we could discuss this later. First, let's get you down from there. Thanks again. Alright, there you go. I felt like we really need to address this problem, maybe with some kind of plan. Oh no, I don't want to cause you any trouble, Lord Corrin. You already have, twice. In that case, perhaps it would be easier to just pretend you don't see me next time. Lady Honoka has always found me before, so I'll be okay. Ugh, that's not the point, Setsuna. You being caught in traps for hours isn't good for you, or for the group. Oh, it's never for hours, my lord. It's usually a day or two before Lady Honoka is able to figure out where I got caught. You mean you've been left hanging in traps overnight? I suppose that's one way to look at it. That's the only way to look at it. Ugh, I've had enough. You can't live like this, Setsuna. I'm ordering you to undergo special training in how to avoid traps. Thanks for the offer, but I think I'll pass. You can't pass. It's an order, not an offer. Aw, don't give me that. This is for your own good, I guess. Corrin, what exactly is supposed to go into writing a letter? I don't really know where to start. Well, you're right, writing the Birthright. Perhaps you should let them know how you're doing. Have you gotten anything down on the page yet? Well, I've explained how to use the charm that I'm sending to what it does. That's not a letter. It's merely a list of instructions. Letters should be personal. They should let the reader know what you're up to. It has to be personal, huh? Yeah, preferably. Oh, I have an idea. Tell them that you can finally sleep after you hear a scary story now. What are you talking about? I've never had a problem with scary stories. Oh, that's not the rumor I heard. But fine, I'll think of something else. I'm sure they would be happy to hear about how much you've grown. No, absolutely not. I would much rather write about my accomplishments on the battlefield. That's not a terrible idea. I saw you take on a whole group of faceless just the other day. You really have been a wonderful asset on the battlefield, Hayato. You think so? That gives me some good ideas for my letter, actually. War stories it is. Good luck with your letter. Let me know if you need any help. Okay, thank you. So maybe you should write a letter too. Oh, you think so? Yeah, it feels strange to be the only one writing one. Maybe you could entertain me with some of your tall tales. I love to read stories. So you want a letter, huh? Sure, I suppose I could do that. Great, the way we could see who's the better letter writer, you or me. But just so you know, I don't plan on losing this competition. Well, I suppose that I'll have to do my best to work then. Well, thanks for watching. Until next time, to be continued, baby.